The news from Chesterfield is both bad and bizarre. The bad news is that Ireland are out. The Netherlands go through to the semi-final in the Under-17 European Championships. The bizarre news is that at 4-4, something has happened which we've never seen before, or certainly I can't remember seeing before, Kev. I don't think you have either.
No,
it's
never.
4-4. The Dutch have a penalty to win the shootout, and Jimmy Corcoran, the goalkeeper, saves the penalty.
Yeah.
And the referee then says, "You've come off your line, Jimmy, and we're retaking the penalty. And what's more, I'm going to book you. And you've already had a yellow card." So Jimmy Corcoran, the goalkeeper, in tears, was then sent off.
Yeah.
The penalty was retaken. Oisin McEntee, an outfield player, obviously went in goal. You can't make substitutes when the game is over. The penalty was retaken and scored. 5-4. The Dutch go through. There is a level of confusion and pandemonium. I can't remember. Martin O'Neill comes down from the stands and confronts the referee.
Yeah.
Will appeal this, no doubt, and will be told tough luck. There's various laws of the game. Certainly, it seems, even I'm just looking at an article or an interview that Pierluigi Collina did a couple of years ago, and he was saying that this is a rule and it's never enforced. You are meant to book the keeper if they come off the line.
Is that right?
He's saying this in an interview a couple of years ago. I presume Collina knows the rule book pretty well. I'm struggling to find that exact rule in the laws of the game, but I'm sure we'll dig it out. But Collina did say that a couple of years ago. The referee, I presume, didn't dream it up out of nowhere. Now, maybe by some miracle he has got this wrong.
I think our thoughts as well.
It does seem like it is in the laws of the game, although I can't remember
I can't see
ever
it.
having seen a goalkeeper booked for coming off the line before.
I can't see it, and I think it's such a difficult one. What if he does it twice in a penalty shootout?
Well, then he's sent off.
Well, that's the thing. That's a mock of it. Sometimes a keeper's got to try and adjust his feet and try to it might be an inch off his line. You know, I've seen a few tweets there tonight. And it looks to me like within the FIFA rules, actual rule book, that there's no directive to say that there should be a yellow card if a keeper encroaches. If he comes off his line, it's just retaken. That's it. And that's the bizarre thing about it. He encroaches ever so slightly. He's moved early. That's the thing that's maybe thrown the referee. But
he's moved early. His left foot was still very close to the line.
I know.
Now the rest of him has moved forward. He moves forward and then to the right, where ultimately he saved the penalty. And his left foot is still fairly close to that goal line. It just was. I mean, the Dutch player who missed the penalty wasn't even appealing. I mean, it was done.
No.
The referee saw it. Okay, you've seen it. But it's the booking of the goalkeeper and therefore him being sent off.
Exactly. And we don't know the rule. Could you have made a substitution? It seems unlikely you could have actually make a substitution.
That's definitely, you can't make a sub once the game is over.
I think the story is that Martin O'Neill coming on the picture as well. Martin O'Neill was obviously enraged, so he's come down to the confront the officials as they're leaving the pitch. But it's just, you just feel for the lads because they've got themselves in such a great position, and then it's just been it seems to me like it's been snatched away from them. I just find it bizarre, absolutely bizarre.
Section 2, offences and sanctions around penalty kicks in the laws of the game, does say if the ball enters a goal, this presumably is if there is an infringement, either from a defender and this is probably a normal play, a defender runs over the into the penalty area when the penalty kick has been taken, or presumably if the keeper comes off the line, the law says if the ball enters the goal, a goal is awarded. If the ball does not enter the goal, the kick is retaken and the goalkeeper is cautioned if responsible for the offence. I presume that applies to penalty shootouts. Maybe there's a slightly different section for penalty shootouts. I don't know.
That's the thing that's bizarre. We've never seen it in a penalty shootout before. That's the thing. And you're saying that if that's the law, then that's the law, fair enough. But then you're going to be booking a keeper every single game for that, or every game there's a penalty shootout. That is just, it's crazy. Maybe, I understand it, I suppose, in normal play. If it's so blatant that he's come so far off his line, fair enough. But
I'll try and dig out the law to see if it applies to penalty shootouts as well. You presume it probably does. Again, I don't think the referee has dreamt this up. Maybe it's a law that just hasn't been enforced, and so the whole world's slightly shocked here.